Welcome to Famous Last Words, Advent of Code, Day 14. We're your hosts, William.
And I'm Matt.
And today, we have a very fancy show on for you. You see, we took our regular hosts and fused them using polymerization with house codes. Hence, you have hosts and house codes. Let's get into it. The incredible pressures at this depth are starting to put a strain on your submarine. The submarine has polymerization equipment that would produce suitable materials to reinforce the submarine. And the nearby volcanically active cave should even have the necessary input elements in sufficient quantities. The submarine manual contains instructions for finding the optimal polymer formula. Specifically, it offers a polymer template and list of pair insertion rules. You just need to work out what polymer would result after repeating the pair insertion process a few times. Apply 10 steps of pair insertion to the polymer template and find the most and least common elements in the result. What would you get if you take the quality of the most common element and subtract the quantity of the least common element?
Now, do you think this subsystem was developed by a chemical engineer or a geologist?
Oh, I'm probably a geologist, because you're not going to find a chemical engineer in the North Pole. You'll find a geologist.
But there are no rocks in the North Pole.
But they got ice. They got to do core samples.
There's nothing under the ice. It's all...
No, but you're doing core
water.
samples. You do core samples of the ice. I'm pretty sure. I'm not a geologist.
But if it was just water, wouldn't that be done by a hydrologist?
So, Matt, how would you go finding out what the least common elements are, and then finding the most common elements?
That is an excellent question, Will. First, what I would do is I would go and take all the elements together and put them in a line, in a row. And then one by one, I would go through and sort them. I would first start by collecting them all in groups of the largest amounts. And then I would do it all again and collect them in groups of the smallest amounts.
So you'd have a list of them. Now, how would you sort that list?
Very carefully.
And there you have it, folks. Make sure to sort your elements very carefully. And as I always say, don't let the elements cross. Before we get canceled, we're your hosts, Will.
And I'm Matt.
And we'll see you tomorrow for day 15 of Advent of Code.
Bye-bye.
You're not that freaking cold.
Well, I mean, I'm playing it up for the viewer. I gotta let the viewer know.
It's not that cold. Like, go check the temperature on the thing.
Oh, let me hold it there.
No. We should post this on Reddit and see what they do.
I don't know if I could handle the criticism. But I know you, viewer, are kind and true at heart. And for that, we salute you.
I know, we thank you.
For those about to watch,
We salute you. Like a whole bunch of bad puns, like not landing puns.
you throw enough spaghetti at the wall, one of them will stick.
One of them will make it to final editing.